Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How is y'all Thursday evening going? It is Thursday, huh? Yep. I be so lost. Sorry I'm late, y'all. As you all know, I was supposed to be on at 4 p.m. Central Time, but my oldest son, he's in high school, so he got so much going on. He act like he gotta join everything. So he always got some after school activities going on, and I had to pick him up at 4:30. So he waited till the last minute to tell me. That's why I had to switch my live to 5:30, y'all. But I'm late because I was cooking too, and then I had to feed my little babies. And I was eating. But y'all know I always got a good excuse for why I'm late, so that's the excuse for today. How y'all doing? Let me see who we got in the building. Thank you, Spicy Brown, for becoming a member. I don't know if you're becoming a member or renewing your membership. Whichever one, shout out to you. Thank you for your continuous support. Shout out to all my members. Most of y'all be in the building before I even get in the building. I love you guys. I love all of y'all, not just my members. Hey Miss Judy. She say, hey Lupac, I'll be listening while doing my fill-in on my nails. Okay, girl. I'm soon need a fill-in too. Hey Miss Lisa. Hey Renita. Hey Antoinette. Hey Scorpio Goddess Latte. Kimberly Merrills. Malibu Genies. Hey Sabi. I think I said that right. Hey K Monet. Hey Brandy, hey Miss Diggs, hey All Smiles 222, hey Sid, hey T, what's up Erica? Lupac on that CP time. Hey Tajay, hey Nina, hey Mikey, hey Snooky or Snooky. Hey Ryan, hey Rebecca. It's a renew. Thank you for renewing, girl. That counts as well. Hey, Miss Robin. Hey, Miss Sharon. What's up, Bronx girl? Hey, Open Book Fave. Shout out to all of y'all who's in the building. What's up, Sania? Hey, Danielle. So, y'all know today's live is going to be about who the F did I marry, baby? Because listen, that story went viral. When I tell you viral, like big time viral, to the point where they're even talking about making it into a movie. And I wasn't surprised after watching it. I wasn't surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they do, because I gotta give it to her. It is a good, even though we saying storyline, but it's her truth. So listen, that I don't know where to start, y'all. That was so crazy. Hey Yolanda, hey Rich Talks Media, sister girl. Hey Rebecca. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Love you guys. Y'all, so I watched it was 7 hours and a little over 7 hours long. And shout out to Miss Judy for sending it to me, because she actually sent me somebody's link on YouTube, and the girl put the whole thing together. That way it wasn't, I didn't have to go to TikTok and watch it and go through, each 10-minute clip or whatever. So I actually got to watch it in its entirety. But what I want to say. Yeah, so also I don't know if y'all seen, did everybody that's in here right now, did y'all actually watch the Who the F Did I Marry series? I'm pretty sure everybody watched it by now. If y'all didn't, well, we're gonna get into what actually happened with that situation and how I feel about it. Sid, you watched it? Rich say that's how she watched it also. Open Book watched it. Y'all, Danielle watched it. Antoinette watched it. Okay, my goodness. And okay, I was looking on her TikTok earlier to see if she dropped anything else. And I seen where she had posted a BMW or something. Apparently, the BMW's TikTok website made a video about her and was playing her clip where she said, I wanted the dark blue BMW with the peanut, I think cognac interior or peanut butter interior, something like that. And BMW took her clip and was playing it, and they was they was talking as if they were going to be giving her a BMW, but they played her. They, I'm laughing. My bad, y'all. Y'all know I'm silly, but it was kind of funny, but it was wrong though. Like I feel like they used her for views. Basically, they used her for views because they reposted her clip from her very viral storyline, and it was it kind of made people feel like they was gonna be giving her a BMW because people were in the comments saying, "Oh my God, you getting a BMW? They giving you BMW? Say they giving you a car," and which they actually didn't say that. They was basically saying, if y'all watch that clip, they was basically saying, is this the one you talking about? Like that's how they had it. So it wasn't they didn't have nowhere that where they actually said we will be gifting you a BMW. So basically supporters and people in the comments took that and ran with it, So I was like, oh my goodness. Thank you, Open Book, for the super sticker. Love you, sister girl. Sweetly favorite. Hey girl, she said she haven't watched it yet. Y'all was supposed to finish watching it. I didn't give y'all extra day to do that homework now. Brandy say watch it all plus all updates. The ex-husband supposed to give interview today. Oh, I don't know if I want to watch him. He lies so much. They had people in the comments saying under the BMW post, they say you and Legion must be working together. Y'all telling lies. I said, oh shoot. I was like, oh my goodness. And outside of that, outside of her series, a few other women then came out and spoke. I watched all of those. The first wife, what is her name? I forgot her name, y'all. But the first wife came out and spoke. Another ex-girlfriend, she said that she was dating him right after he left the ex-wife. So in between Risa and the ex-wife was this ex-girlfriend. I forgot her name. I ain't write down no names or nothing. And then I want to say it was one other lady that came out and said something. Another, I'm pretty sure. Listen, he was on POF, Plenty of Fish, and Facebook dating website or whatever. So I'm pretty sure it was multiple women he didn't hit up. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Because when you a con and a fraud like that, it's giving fraud. It's giving that he never loved none of them women. He's just a pathological liar, and he gets off on getting women excited, real narcissistic behavior. Like, it's giving all of that. It's giving he needs to go sit down somewhere, not for just 72 hours, for at least a year, if not longer, and be on medication based on her storyline. That's what it's giving, because it's no way. It's no, like, I just don't get it. Hold on, let me go up on y'all comments, then I'm gonna tell y'all how I felt about it. Miss Sharon said she watched it all. She watched it. Brandy say he lying. They show clips. I believe he lying. You could tell. Listen, you can look. I even watch his clips, and you could tell when somebody's lying. I pay attention to body language and all of that. He is definitely lying. He's definitely lying. Especially when it's kind of like a Me Too movement when you got other people start speaking out and they saying the same thing. Even though, don't get me wrong, sometimes you'll have situations where people will do stuff for clout, because I feel like even though they might have experienced that, they see the publicity and exposure that Reese is getting, and I feel like that's what warranted or pushed them to come out also, because they could have been telling their story. Maybe her story was a little more drastic and detrimental, but even one of the girls, the one who came after the wife and right before Risa, she was like, Risa, you reach out to me, girl. I fill in the blanks for you. I said, oh, baby, Risa about to be big time. They done verified her on TikTok and everything. I posted on Facebook. I said, if I would have known all we had to do was tell our story about the our sorry exes and what they promised us, I'd have told my story a long time ago to get free stuff. Like, come on now. We all got a story to tell if that's the case. And facts. Factual stories ain't gotta make nothing up either. It's very it's very factual. Every woman done been promised some ish by a narcissistic man. Brandy says she made an update and finally was able to speak to the twin brother. He has been clinically diagnosed with schizophrenic bipolar. Listen, that wasn't the first time. There was a second time oh wait, the twin. I didn't see that. I didn't see that she spoke to the twin. I seen that she spoke to the older brother because she did give another update saying that the older brother reached out to her attorney friend and wanted to get in contact with her because she had changed her number and stuff, and they spoke and he wanted her to clear up some things, basically some stuff she misquoted, not saying that she was lying, but she just had the situation wrong. Like when him and I was like, why he even care? Like, that was kind of weird to me, but basically wanted the people to know that the last time he spoke to his brother was at his dad's funeral, not his mom's funeral. I'm like, okay, that's kind of irrelevant to the story, but child, and to say that the family's in full support of her and all that good stuff. But I didn't see that she talked to the twin brother, and they said that basically the twin brother is who he's been mimicking. Like, he's been impersonating his twin brother's lifestyle because he's an actual VP. He has the wife with the kids and the luxury car and all of that. So he's actually been trying to impersonate his twin brother. That's crazy. But okay, this is my thing. Hey Dee Dee. Hey Miss White. Shout out to everybody just getting in the chat. Love you guys. This is okay. I watched the situation, y'all. And for the ones that haven't seen it, so basically, it's this girl, Risa Tessa, who comes out. She does a 50-part series. I'm going to break it down very quickly. A 50-part series about her experience with her pathological lying ex-husband. And she pretty much met him on Plenty of Fish and some other dating site. She said, I think Facebook dating site or whatever. And they started talking or whatever. It was around COVID, when COVID first hit, quarantine and all of that. Within 2 weeks, hear me well, within 2 weeks, she had this man quarantining with her, staying in her home within 2 weeks of meeting him. The first interaction was them going on a date, Cheesecake Factory. God was trying to tell her something. Because she caught a flat tire. She caught her flat, y'all, on her way to that date. And it just so happened that he was the one who met up with her and fixed her tire, paid for her tire and all of that. So I guess she took that, like a lot of women, looked at the money and went with that. You know, a lot of people, and I hate this for people, when they try to substitute money with morals and values, integrity, and, you know, just overall being a good person, because she allowed herself to be blinded. And if you look at it, this is a very smart woman. Ain't nothing about her dumb or slow. She's very articulate. I watch her videos. Even how she break down her, you know, her life, her videos. You could tell she ain't no dummy. That part, Lupa. She ain't no dummy, y'all. So the fact that she allowed, let me not jump all over the place, y'all, before I get into what I want to say about her. But she met him, she caught a flat tire He fixed the tire, he paid for the whole date or whatever, and within 2 weeks she allowed him to live in her home. They was quarantining together. He started making promises to her. He started paying all her bills and giving her money, right? He started paying everything. Hey Stephanie, hey Miss E. He started paying all her bills, giving her spending money. She said to where she was able to keep her money, pocket her money or whatever. And typical ninja, making promises. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, whatever. So I pay attention and I really analyze the way she tell her story and how everything played out. And what really got me and what made me kind of lose, like, I can't feel sorry for her, because I feel like it's a lot of women that done been through these type of situations. One, the only difference is she actually broke hers down and put it on social media, and she's basically getting the support from women who can relate, hence women that done been through it. So but my thing is, and I feel like a lot of people overlooked, is the fact that she seen the red flags, she ignored them. It's one thing to not see them, and just to not see them, but she stated that she seen the red flags and she ignored them. She also, she did take accountability in her video, but it's just the fact, like, this is why I say I can't feel sorry for that situation. Because what's up, Steph's puffing stuff? Because you're telling us that you seen all of these red flags even early on, even with the first house situation. She talked to the people on the phone, so she knew he was lying to her. And it was even a part where she said, he was paying for everything. I didn't have to worry about nothing financially. So she let the fact that he was, doing stuff for her financially, keep her in a situation with a man that she has already proven to herself is a liar. She had the facts to prove that. Even though she said she was doing audiobooks, even though she was telling herself, okay, you can't be this naive or this hard on men or something she was saying. But it's the fact that you seen everything play out. You did audiobooks. So you had your receipts in order. You was talking to people even without her being in control or having any power over, the situation with the houses, and him having all that control and not wanting her to interact with the real estate agents and all of that. She still was doing her backhanded behind the scenes stuff without his knowledge to validate whether he was telling the truth or not. Talking to the real estate agent behind the scenes, finding out, calling the bank, and the bank telling her they never spoke with him. And so you allowed this man to lie to you all of this time. She allowed all of that, y'all. So that's my thing. I feel like I can't have sympathy. Even though I partially sympathize with her, because I feel like we've all been there as a woman. I mean, as a woman, you have no choice but to sympathize with situations that you can relate to. But when you allow yourself to stay in that situation, knowing you can't, okay, you could be a good person, but you can't always expect the best in other people. You got to see things for what it is. Like, people are not always going to be on your level or have your integrity, your morals. Everybody's raised differently. So, I get it that some people expect the best in other people, but you can't always be like that, because you're going to get your feelings hurt a lot of times. A lot of times. And she even said what she wanted a man and a marriage so bad that she allowed herself to ignore the red flags. So this is why I say it's kind of like it's 50-50 with her and him now, because you seen what happened with the first house situation, right? You seen what happened with that. And you knew it was a lie. You knew the whole situation was a lie based off of everything that you validated, you checked into. You knew it was a lie. So him going further and creating more lies was because you allowed it. She wouldn't even have a story to tell if she wouldn't have allowed it to get that far. Y'all get what I'm saying? Let me know if y'all following me in the chat now. Hey, Miss Claudette. Who's in agreement? Before I keep running my mouth. You feel me? In my DM voice. Hey, Joanne. She allowed it, y'all. How many of y'all felt that way watching the series play out? How many of y'all felt like something ain't right about this? Not saying her story is a lie. I believe her story. What I'm saying is she allowed it to play out that long. It's like it was given to me, even with her saying, "Oh, I did audiobooks," and it's kind of like it was a game to her, and she just kept playing. You know, it was kind of giving game, and she was liking it because if you see the first time a man disappoints you, and you, even when y'all notice, she noticed early on when she was telling her story, because it was 50 parts to it, and I want to say by uh within the 20-part series, I mean the 20s, she hadn't already noticed that he would do stuff to get her excited just to let her down. Early on, she hadn't already noticed that. So why did you continue to give him that type of power over you? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, she would have never had this long of a story to tell had she not allowed herself to go through that. You know, it's one thing to be oblivious and to not recognize, because there are women who are, that woman is smart. Based off of listening to that woman is smart, y'all. She's smart and she's very calculated. Cause she listening to her saying, I did audiobooks, I was recording everything, and she ain't no dummy. And you have some women who do have low self-esteem, who don't recognize the signs, who's not going as far as recording audio books every day. They just going with the flow with a Lion ASS Ninja. So that's why I say it was kind of given like gameish, like she was just playing the game with him, because everything was calculated. Look how she told the story. Like, she literally broke. Listen, it's no way, and we in 2024, right? It's no way, y'all. I have a story to tell with my kids' dad, but it's no way I can remember detail for detail like that. And that happened years ago. That was what? Okay, she said what did she say? 2020 when she got with him. I think she said 2020. So like 4 years ago. Miss White said she was smart enough to start audiobooks. Exactly. Like, even with the way she told the story, breaking it down like that, it's like it was game, like a game. Like, she enjoyed it. She enjoyed it until she actually woke up. Kind of like a smart mental patient. Like God, like she need to get some help mentally too, because you saying all of this, but do you hear yourself? Like, do you hear? You allowed it. And like I say, she did take accountability. She did take accountability, even with admitting that. But you know what? She had no choice but to take accountability, y'all. Because when you come out and tell a story like that online, you have no choice but to take accountability. Cause guess what? Ain't nobody gonna believe that you was that crazy to allow this to play on. Oh, he said he was getting me a house. I didn't get the house. Ain't nobody, and then on to the next house, on to the next. Ain't nobody gonna believe her storyline without her saying, taking accountability for her actions. Ain't no way. Ain't no way she could have came out and said that without saying, okay, I did realize that, he was lying. And because there's no way. It's no way. Open book say, right, Lupa. I was like, who does 51 parts of the story? Ma'am, don't do and do one video. Open book say, I have some stories to tell. Let me get on it. For real. At this point, we all need to come out and tell our story, baby. Matter of fact, I might do a live, and we do it. We start telling our stories. A few people, we do a few lives, and a few of us tell our story, cause I feel like That lady about to be paid, y'all. Like, this lady is about to get them coins, baby. Because when I tell you big time viral, like going crazy, it done been all over the news, TMZ, everybody done picked it up and talked about it. I was laughing though because I seen on it was a clip from the Breakfast Club. And y'all know one thing about Charlemagne, he cutthroat. Charlemagne say it's giving big back energy. Cause he say, you know, it's one thing about them big backs. He say one thing about the big backs. They'll dang, I forgot what he said. He said something about them allowing men, knowing it's wrong, but allowing men to do certain things. But it was just funny the way he said it, y'all. Miss, she getting ready to get paid off this movie come. Exactly. Hey, Shelly Shell, because they even, y'all, when I tell y'all I was looking at her comments and um so many big companies was commenting in her comments. Adidas, Microsoft, who else did I see? The BMW place, Delta Airlines then offered her a free trip. I'm like, dang. And I ain't no hater. Ain't no hating in my blood, baby. More power to her, because if this is happening, it's meant to happen. It's meant, God made this happen for her like that for a reason. But my thing is, I just can't get over the fact that she allowed herself to go through that. Like, and she's not a dumb woman. That's the part that bothers me. Even like with her admitting that she knew he was lying, but she kept playing the game. You know, that's the part I can't get over and I can't sympathize with. Because it's one thing to not know, but to know and to allow yourself to go through it and then come out and want sympathy for it, that's a whole different ball game. Me too, Miss Lisa. Don't get me wrong, the story is very interesting. And her story can help other women. It can. That's why I say I'm not taking away from her credibility. I believe her story. But what I'm saying is I don't like the fact that she allowed herself to go through it for so long. Like, she admitted to that. You know, she admitted to allowing herself. She was doing audiobooks. She was calling people that she knew he said he hadn't spoke to verify if he was lying or not. So she knew all of this. Checking phones, like she knew all of this. But she said that she admitted to saying he was paying all the bills, so that's why she hung out longer. Like, she stayed in it longer. So that when people say stuff like that, it's hard for you to feel sorry for them. If you can admit to stuff like that. But that don't take away from the fact that her story can help other people, you know. And that's why I say when y'all look at stuff like certain situations, you gotta really analyze it and look at it from all angles. Cause there's a lot of people feeling sorry for her situation. Y'all know I'm gonna give most of the time an unpopular opinion. That's just me. Because I analyze stuff differently. But it's a lot of people feeling sorry for her and she allowed it. You know, like you can't always, I'm 50-50 when it comes to sympathizing with her situation. And the 50% of me sympathizing with her is because she I feel like her situation is real, because those type of ninjas do exist, and I feel like her truth is her truth and I believe her truth. But then it's the other 50 that's in the back of my head listening to her saying that she stayed because he was paying everything, or she allowed it to go on for so long because he was paying everything, and also she knew he was lying about so much stuff, but she stayed in the situation. So it's like, you used him also. You used him. Plain and simple. You used him and he was a liar. She used him because she said, she did say also she wanted to get married so bad. She really wanted a husband. But ain't no way. Ain't no way. I don't know no woman that would settle for a man or, to be her husband just because she want a husband, especially if he's doing the things that that man was doing. It's no way. I don't want a husband that bad, and I'm pretty sure none of y'all do either. It's no way, baby. Yup, she was a willing participant. Exactly. Now, mind you, if she would have came out and told her story and she found out all of this after the fact, then it would be way more sympathy with her. But the fact that the way she's telling her story, she knew everything was going on because she was doing audiobooks on it. Like, just listen to how she break it down. He didn't even know she was doing all of that. Because he come out responding to stuff about stuff she didn't said in her story. He like, this was a lie, even though I don't believe nothing he said, because I believe his character is his character. Me having 50% sympathy with her takes nothing away from the fact that I believe he is a pathological liar. And I believe her truth. I believe what she said that happened with him, Miss, she was getting ready to get paid off this movie coming soon. I agree. She about to make some money. She just got verified. I don't know if anybody on here is monetized on TikTok. Then y'all let me know if, cause she wasn't monetized before. She just got, I'm guessing, recently monetized because of going viral. Maybe her first video. But do TikTok go back and pay you for all your videos once they monetize you? Let me know if y'all familiar. Anybody who's monetized on TikTok in here. Let's see what y'all. Hey, Miss LaWanda. Erica said not big back. That's what he said. Rebecca said, where is this man? You gotta go on TikTok and type in Legion. He all over TikTok. All his little, they say he been doing interviews, or he definitely been posting to his TikTok doing interviews. And somebody just said that he got an interview coming out today maybe. But y'all, he even said that he was suing all the women that then came out and spoke up. He said they lying. All the women lying on him, y'all. That's what he said. They all lying and he's suing them. Ciao. Cause another thing, I seen this clip earlier. I think it was on the news. No, it was TMZ. Two TMZ reporters was talking, and it was basically a clip of Legion on, I think, TikTok, and he was saying thank you to Netflix for that bomb meeting or amazing meeting or something along those lines, like basically insinuating that Netflix reached out to him to do a movie or a show or series or something. First of all, why would they reach out to you when she's the one with the storyline? Like, but the thing is, they caught him in a lie right there, because they said it was Netflix Singapore Netflix, and the video, they basically looked up the video that he posted, and the video had nothing to do with him. I said, he making it worse for himself, the dummy. Child. Making it worse for himself. Miss White said, I don't think he made... Wait, let me pin that. Miss White said, I don't think he made her promises to let her down. I think he made promises he couldn't keep, but was trying to hold the lie, not as a punishment. He was caught up in the thought of his brother's life. Exactly, Miss White. And that's my thing. It's given mental illness. I definitely agree that he has some type of mental illness. Definitely. Based off of her storyline, he definitely has some type of mental illness. But I don't think that either. And the reason why I don't think that he was doing that to let her down is the fact that he was paying everything. He was paying all the bills. A man that's just trying to use you or do stuff to let you down ain't going to be taking care of all of the household bills and allowing you to keep your checks. It don't work like that. But that's what she thought, but I don't think that's the case either, based off of her saying that he wasn't stingy with his money. So it's some other, that's why I wouldn't mind hearing his story. I wouldn't mind hearing him tell it, even though I know it's going to be a lot of lies in it, but I still want to hear it just to kind of fill in some of the gaps with her story. Because even with the statement you just made, Miss White, that's what makes me want to listen to his storyline also. Because like I said, he might have been lying to her, but she was definitely using him. He was lying to her and she was using him, and she said it. She said it herself. That's why she stayed so long. Yeah, Cancer 66. I watched the whole, oh Lord, the whole 7 hours and something. All 50 something parts. And I even watched the other women, the first wife speak, the other girlfriend spoke. I watched the first wife's son speak, because he came out and spoke and said, basically co-signed the other stories and saying Legion ain't ish, and and then who else it was? Somebody else came out and speak, y'all. I can't remember. Nina says she could have lost her life behind someone paying your bills. Not going to happen on my watch. Exactly. Especially when you know you dealing with a psychopath. Like, anybody that would lie to that extent and then keep the lie going. Oh no. Ain't no way. And that's why I said she was voluntarily staying with this man. He wasn't keeping her there. It wasn't no ABUSC type of situation, physical or none of that. Outside of him being a pathological liar, but she ain't never spoke on him ABUSCing her or none of that. So why did you stay so long? Until the ending factor, when she told the story about, when after she kicked him out and him being in Philly, back in Philly, and him harassing her every day, calling her phone saying that he's coming back to stay with her. Somebody told him that they married, so she can't just kick him out, and all of those different things. So that was kind of weird. And that's I didn't really understand it, because I thought that that house right there, that was a house that she had before they got married. So, she obtained it was under her name. So I didn't understand that part when they said, it was a marital home, because she had the home. It wasn't like they got it together. She got the house before, that was her home. She was renting it, but just her name was on the lease or whatever. So I didn't understand why he would be allowed to go back there. That part was weird to me. Nina said, well, I read that. Miss Lisa said yes, she allowed the foolery and the BS. And that's the crazy part. Like, girl, why did you allow, like, it's no way. He didn't even have enough money to allow it. Yeah, he was paying certain bills, but y'all also think about the fact that she was allowing it to go. She was holding on to a dream. Remember, this man was telling her he had money in an offshore account. He had like 4 or 5 bank accounts with money, and she believed that. She believed he was gonna buy her a $700,000 house. She believed he was gonna get her a BMW and other things. When those things fell through, she was questioning it and finding out proof and still staying with him. So it's given, she was good with it because she was using him until she really found out and started thinking like maybe he don't have it like that, or he ain't got it like that. Because I really do believe that if he had money like that, and she would have really found out, like seen it with her own eyes, that girl probably still be with that liar. Because you went into it for the wrong reasons. So, she went into the situation for the wrong reasons. Miss Diggs says she made a post the other day saying, hold on, let me pin it. If we saying they were going to, if I heard her correctly, they were going to what? Rich says, I'm not monetized. They don't go back. However, they went back for her because of the amount of complaints they received when they demonetized her for reposting the same video. Oh, wow. That's crazy. I believe that, Miss Diggs. I believe he's a liar. Trust me. Trust me. I believe y'all listen to me good. I believe her storyline. I believe everything about her storyline. But what I questioned was her motives and, for her staying because she acknowledged the fact that this man was a liar early on. She even was creating audiobooks to play back later. Like she was within the relationship, she was proving him to be a liar the whole time. Every time he would do something, she would go behind him to check it out, to validate the lie. So she was willful participant, like voluntarily. She stayed in that situation knowing what she was dealing with. She found out early on, hence them getting a divorce after 6 months. So she even said, she was like, I don't even know why I married him. So that's the things I'm questioning is motive, because you found out so much stuff, about him lying before you even got married to him. But she was still holding on to if he had money in offshore accounts. And, she was believing that even with finding out little stuff about him lying about it, she still was holding on to the fact of if he had money in accounts and stuff. Or if he'll be able to do this. Like she was still holding on to the hope of him being able to do something big for her financially. Even with the proof of him letting her down initially. So it's like, Open Book said he posted a picture of a house being built and said that while the world is see her, he is getting a house built. Child. Yup. Miss White said exactly, Lupac. He wasn't a leech. Exactly, y'all. He wasn't using her. He was taking care of her. So that's what kind of got me in a frenzy. Like, this man wasn't using her at all. He was footing the bill for everything. And she said, she did verify that it was a lie later, that he was posting. I mean, he was showing her pictures of money screenshots from Google, checking accounts and stuff like that. But he was getting money from somewhere to manage all their bills and giving her spending money, she said. So he was making some decent money as a forklift driver or whatever he was. Lying about being a VP child. You know what it's giving, y'all? It's giving that he just be wanting to impress his women while he with them. And he can't, like, he'll lie and the lie get out of control. But it ain't giving that he be using the women. It's just giving that he be trying to be more than, he really idolized his brother's lifestyle. And maybe he kind of feel resentment a little bit also because he didn't make something out of his life like his brother, his twin, because his twin is who he mimics lifestyle wise. That's who he try to portray. But this is just a weird situation overall. Like, it's very weird. Freddie says, I was totally through when she lost the baby and she went through the loss alone. I'm glad you said that, Freddie. That's another thing that got me, y'all. The fact that she dealt with that situation and still stayed. It's no way, especially that early on, it's no way I would allow a man to stay with me or me stay with a man and he allowed me to go through something like that. There's no way you can't get off from your job. Ain't no job gonna make you stay to work when something like that is going on with your wife or fiance. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, baby. That was the biggest red flag right there. Sorry. And she stuck it out. Hold on, y'all. Let me see this. What my cousin just sent me. I need an ink pen. Hold on, y'all. I gotta write something down and send something to my cousin real quick. Give me a second. Cause she just texted me. Hold on, y'all. This is so one, three, all right, let's see. Let me see what y'all saying. Told relatives they had a whole. Oh my God, he did. He told that fake auntie. He told that fake auntie that they had a whole baby, even after the situation happened with the baby, and that he was going. The lady kept wondering why he wasn't bringing the baby to come see her. What else he said? Dang, I forgot. I forgot what else he said. Oh, he told the fake auntie that he was leaving her and taking the baby. Child, listen. That's one thing, like you don't play with DEATH. That's one thing you don't play with. And I feel like people who play with situations like that are really mental. Really, really mental. Cause it's no way. It's no way. Like he even had her thinking the ex-wife daughter had been passed, and he was giving her $2,000 to help with the funeral. Even after she had been talked to the ex-wife, like girl, you find this. She found out he had a whole other ex-wife. That was only one he talked to. He found out about a whole nother one. So it's like, girl, and you still stayed after the fact. Still stayed. So it's like so much had been played out before she even left him. The last straw. What was the last straw, y'all? I forgot. I forgot what was the. It was so much that didn't happen. I didn't forgot what the last straw was when she finally said that's enough. Because I remember she said that was it, and then she went home and she told him he had to go. That's when he was bedridden from his hurt leg or something like that. Nicole say, I want to know how much is the bills if she is a low income. Hell, it can be 40 ring COVID or less. I think it was more than that. Like, I mean, he was paying all the house bills. So you got, and then she in Atlanta. So you got the lease, you got lights, utility. That's the same thing. Lights, water. If she got gas or what else? Any other bills. So she was keeping all her money basically. You know, it ain't like she was on Section 8 or anything like that. So she had some, she said herself, she was like, it wasn't no really, really expensive bills, but it was bills. Like all the house bills. So he would have been able to manage staying by himself because he was paying all of her bills and giving her extra money. Miss White say trust someone will give him a story like Joey Butter Fuoco and his wife, two different storylines. Definitely. I believe that. Cause listen, and that's the first thing I thought about, y'all, when I read this. I said, oh, she got a storyline. They gonna be even more intrigued to hear what he gonna say. So he just didn't play it right. If he'd have played it right, he would have came up big on his TikTok also. But he didn't handle it the right way. Which I don't know. He could have. Pretty sure he did probably get a good bit of followers. But I never been to his actual page. I only seen his clips from other people. Regina says she lies so much she believe her own lies. Who? She? Annie say, y'all please catch me up in a quick summary. We talking about the Who the F Did I Marry series, Annie. Nikki said all the women have similar traits. Yep. All, and I said that. I say, oh, they all kind of like, I ain't gonna say resemble each other, but the way they speak and stuff, like he definitely had a type. He definitely had a type. Yeah, she had a townhouse. Latte says it doesn't matter. They love to say it is a civil matter. So once you said you so, that's what the people tell you. I don't understand that, Latte. You was type too fast, girl. Established residency. Okay. Hey, Miss Love. Scorpio say once you say you do, the law enforcement officers love to say it's a civil matter, and if you got someone that wants to play on you, she will have to evict him. Okay. Regina say that will do it the wrong to be in a relationship. He was holding on to the lies, and she was holding on to a dream. Both were delusional. Facts. Both of them. They both. I ain't gonna say they. Kind of given that they both are using each other for different purposes. If you really want to be honest, because think about it, if he would have been, because she even mentioned one time, she was like, I don't know why he just didn't say he was a forklift driver, because there's nothing wrong with that, but your expectations is what kept you in that relationship. So what if he would have said he was this and he was that? And because she even said, if he would have told me he had a criminal history, I would have never even went on the first date. So that's why a lot of times ninjas be lying about what they got, because they know more often than not money can get a female. Money can definitely get a female. Nick can say his motive is that she was desperate AF and he saw that snake. Yep. Come on now, y'all, think about it. You allow a man that you just met on a dating website to move into your house within 2 weeks in quarantine. You don't know if he's a serial. Like, you don't know nothing. So it's like, I gotta question you, because why did you move that fast with that person? And you didn't even verify nothing. You didn't it's no way you verified this person's character within 2 weeks to just even allow him to stay in your home. Because he bought you a tire and took and paid for everything at Cheesecake Factory. So she said she was looking for a husband, but you can't find a husband that quick. So that definitely ain't, I ain't falling for that. Rich says, sis, you have to look at the other side of low self-esteem. It can become a serious mental illness. I believe her self-esteem played an impactful role in why she stayed. I think so too. No. You know what, too? I just thought, I'm glad you said that. Because, now, mind you, she never mentioned nothing about having low self-esteem. She did say, she wanted a husband really bad. But if I'm not mistaken, she also said she never had a problem getting a man or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But she just didn't give, she had low self-esteem. I didn't get that from her. A lot of times you can tell if a person has low self-esteem. But based off of the reasons what she stated, him paying all the bills and this and that, now I would have definitely questioned her self-esteem had she not said that one of the reasons why she stayed, even knowing that he was lying, was because he was paying all the bills. Now, if she would have never said that, then I would have definitely questioned her having low self-esteem, and it's possible she did. That could also be a contributing factor, but we can't take away from the fact that she actually stated out her own mouth that him paying all the bills was one of the reasons. And she acknowledged that she knew he was lying about a lot of stuff, So I don't care how low my self-esteem is. I'm still not going to stay with somebody that I know is a known liar and, that's really selling me wolf tickets. You could be by yourself if that's the case, Miss Lisa says she said he paid household bills. I'm lost. Regina say once you lie, you have to keep that lie going. Exactly. And I think him being mentally unstable, because we gotta give him that. Hey Tonia, um, he enjoyed going far with those lies. I don't even think it was about impressing her. I think he was doing it for himself because I think back to what Miss White said, and I feel like with his mental instability, I feel like it was giving himself a rise, not off of her, getting excitement out of her, but the way his brain set up and him idolizing and kind of having resentment towards his twin for having certain things. I think, hold on, y'all. My son's so loud. Hold on. Child, they get on them games and you swear they got somebody in the room with them. That boy was up in there screaming at that game. He didn't show her no empathy when she lost the baby. To be honest, well, no, I can't say that. Now he wasn't there, when she had the actual surgery, but she did say that once they got home, he waited on her hand and foot until she recovered. She did say that. Miss Diggs said he showed no empathy, but he did show her something she had never had before. And once he saw he had her, he played the game most men play if we allow it. Facts. Facts, baby. He paid her car note. That's another thing, y'all. He helped her get that car. He helped her get that car because she said that she knew her mom always told her, which my mama done told us that too, and I live by that. Never what did she say? Never allow a man to know that you need him or something, or never put yourself in a situation to where you need a man. And that's exactly what she did. Because she ended up getting that car and getting that help. And she had already said that, she had already told herself that she was going to get her a car on her own after the wolf ticket situation happened with the BMW and the Audi, or whichever one it was. Because I think it was the BMW situation and the Audi situation. Um, let's see. Miss White say, what did you think about when she was willing to put up a united front for her mom when she said her mom was coming to visit? Now that was weird to me. That was weird because at that point she had seen that he was messaging with a P. I'm gonna say a P. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Through Messenger. I think she said Facebook Messenger. So they were at odds at that point. And they basically agreed to, like Miss White said, put up a united front to save face in front of her mom. That's something I can't do, baby. Because my face gonna tell it all. I can't fake being happy. And if you gotta do that, that tells you how smart she is also. Because the fact that you was willing to, I just thought about this, y'all. Also, that brings me back to when she said she wasn't telling her family what was going on because she didn't want to be embarrassed for getting in that situation so fast, and just the embarrassment of what was going on. So you still you caused even more embarrassment to yourself because you stayed in the situation longer. Like you knew what was going on, you was watching it play out, you was doing detective work behind the scenes, doing audiobooks, and you still played that game with him. So you was feeding him. Basically, she was feeding him. Because if she would have shut it down, then he wouldn't have been able to do none of that stuff to her. I think she said around 1,400 as far as the house note, 950 and utilities. Hey Christina, Oh, girl played her cards right. You hear me? She definitely did, cause she about to get a bag off of Hold on, y'all. My baby calling me. Let me tell him I'm on live. Yeah, my baby just called me. He had just got off work in his room. Miss Lisa said at the end of the day, he played on those beautiful women with good jobs. Yep. But you know, that's the thing though, Miss Lisa. That's another thing. I never noticed the other ones come out and say, the other ones who spoke, they never said that he used them for anything. They only said, they all pretty much all said the same thing. He played mind games with them as far as him being a liar, and lying to them about getting them stuff. But the basics he did do. But they never said that he was using them financially. I never, if y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but Risa never said that. She did admit to him paying all the bills and giving her spending money and stuff like that. Hey, Michaela. Miss E say money will make a fool out of you. Facts. Miss E say didn't do any research on him at all. Took what? Was buying a tire and she was sold. Yep. Yep. Nikki said, I honestly wonder what her prior relationship was like. She might need to be evaluated as well. She says she's in therapy. She gonna need it at this point because, that'll really mess up your trust in going forward in relationships. But what my advice to her is, you stop ignoring red flags just because you want a husband. That's my advice to her, based off of her story and everything that she said and the part that she played. That's why I say I can't sympathize with her 100% because she basically admitted that she ignored the red flags. She knew he was lying and she kept going. He was paying all the bills. She got comfortable in it. So don't ignore the red flags. Oh shoot. Don't ignore the red flags. When you see them, use it as a sign. Because like they said, even with the tire going flat, that was a sign right there. And me, the way I move, baby, I look at everything like a sign. Because listen, when I pray and I ask God to send me a sign on certain things, it ain't coincidental. I don't ignore nothing. Especially now, you live and you learn. Once you get to a certain age, you don't allow certain people to play on you. You don't allow nobody to play on you, not just certain people. Ain't nobody got time for that, baby. Let's see something. Hold on, y'all. Oh my goodness. That's right. Let's see. Where we at? Miss Lisa said I was with someone who tried to move in my crib after meeting me. After a month, I declined. Oh no. Especially when you got kids, baby. Ain't nobody just moving in with me like that. Oh, heck no. Because you got to be mindful. So I always say when you a woman with kids, a single mother, you dating for your kids also. And that's why I don't date men. Well, I'm engaged now, but I wouldn't date men who didn't have kids. Because I need to see you with your kids first before I let you come around mine. I need to see how you are with children. Because I'm a package, baby. Once you get me, you got them too. She is a beautiful girl. But Beauty doesn't always, we saying she beautiful, but she might not feel like she's beautiful. Because, a lot of times, and that goes back to Rich comment, it's possible that she could have had low self-esteem. Not taking away from that, I just add to it her acknowledgments, the stuff that she acknowledged and stated. And that's what makes her story more credible. The fact that she acknowledged that she knew he was lying. The fact that she acknowledged that she was comfortable in the fact that he was paying all the bills, so she allowed more stuff to go on. She allowed him to lie further because she hadn't got comfortable. So if she wouldn't have stated those things, I probably wouldn't have believed her storyline. And that's why I say it's not that I don't believe her, it's just that the fact that she acknowledged her role, it makes me not sympathize with her 100% because she's not innocent in the situation. She's not a victim in my eyes. Let me say that. I feel like you can't be a victim in something that you're allowing to go on, even when you notice and acknowledge the red flags. And yes, don't get me wrong, narcissists, pathological liars, all of them different classifications of people, they do play on your mental. But this woman wasn't no dummy. Based on how she broke that story down and did audiobooks and all of that, she was not no fool, baby. Hey, Miss Laurie. He played on her top because she allowed it, y'all. She allowed it. Now, this somebody who came into this situation and telling the story as if they didn't see any red flags and, they didn't find out all the lies until the end, then we'll have a whole different conversation. But she started finding out, not only finding out, but investigating, validating the lies for herself. And that's why I say it became like a game to her because she was playing it with him. She was allowing y'all gotta listen to how she say stuff. Like, I let him tell me this, and he said this, and then once he said that, I did this, and like she's saying it. She's saying everything. And that's why that's why people so intrigued by her story. Because it's giving game. It's giving mind games. People feed into mind game type stuff. That's why people are like, oh, I can't stop watching. Like, it's so interesting. It's kind of like mysterious a little bit. Like you waiting for more to happen. Hey, Kayla. Love you too, my baby. Rich says most people with low self-esteem not going to admit they have it. Her stating she was desperate is almost one and the same with low self-esteem. I agree, sis. I agree. And that's why I say I'm not taking away from the fact that she could, possibly have low self-esteem. It's definitely given low self-esteem. But I'm adding to it the fact that she admitted to certain things. So she was well aware, basically. Oh, I know. Christina says the phone calls for me I can't get over. Child, that's what really got me. The fact that but you know what? I was like, Lord, let's give him some grace, y'all. What if he was really talking to somebody, but it just wasn't the people that he said he was? Because I'm like, this dude literally was having phone conversations in front. Oh my goodness, bruh. That's stupid. I gotta see this as a movie. I ain't lying. I would definitely support it because this is one of the. Listen, she definitely, in a sense, made some sort of history because so many people are going to be coming out now with starting, doing series on TikTok TikTok need to cut her a check. They definitely need to cut her a check because this just opened the doors for so much. Watch what I tell y'all. Oh, speaking of, so while I'm doing my digging and looking into her storyline, I just so happened to go on Facebook. I was trying to see if she had a Facebook page, y'all, because I was gonna message her to see if she would come on. Cause I wanted to ask her some questions, baby. But she don't have a Facebook. So but when I looked it up, I seen this other girl that a lot of people had been tagging. So there's this other girl who has a storyline. It's called Surviving Lying Larry. I don't know if y'all seen it, but I gotta go watch it, y'all. I gotta go watch it. This girl's storyline came out before Risa, whatever her name is. This girl's storyline came out before Risa. And based off of what the girl is saying and what I screenshot, a lot of parts from Risa's story is in her story. But the girl is saying that Risa, hold on, let me read it to y'all. So I'm going to do my investigation on that. I'm going to look into that. Because the girl got a little motion off of hers too yet. Don't get me wrong. She ain't get millions of views off her stuff. She did it on YouTube. But hers is a 24 episodes or something like that. And Risa one is 50. But the girl did hers as a series. And let's see what she did. What she said. Let me find the screenshot, y'all. So the girl had made a post and she said, Ragish Risha, something like that, is a thief. Who did I marry is a lie. She ran off with the storyline at this point. She ran off with, that's a run-on sentence. The storyline at this point may be some truth, but she definitely incorporated my storyline events into hers. Surviving Lying Larry and Surviving Legion. She said, the DEAD daughter in the fake obituary, that's from her storyline, the first girl. She said the car accident. She said the contracts, test driving the car, the house, the pregnancy, the marriage, lying like his mama, DEAD, everything. So this is what that girl, the other girl, posts from Surviving Lying Larry. She said that Risa took her storyline and just made it bigger and, changed the events around. I said, oh, shoot. But I'm going to go watch this girl's series on YouTube because, like I said, her series did come out before Risa's. It been out. Her series been out. So I'm going to go watch it and I'm going to watch it for myself and analyze it to see if, to try to look for the similarities. One thing about me, I'll be able to tell because I seen some people saying, because people was tagging this girl on Facebook that actually seen her story, Surviving Lying Larry, and was saying how this girl then went viral off of her story and stuff like that. So it wasn't, clearly this girl ain't just blowing smoke because there was a lot of people tagging her saying that, oh, when I watched Risa, they saying I thought about Surviving Lying Larry. So I'm gonna go watch it, y'all. I probably watch it tonight to see, and then we'll do a follow-up. Maybe y'all can watch it too. But it's called Surviving Lying Larry on YouTube, y'all. That way y'all be able to, whenever if we do a part 2 on here, we'll be able to discuss it together. Y'all won't be lost as far as the other girl's story. But yep, she showed popping her ish, saying she incorporated her story into hers. And the girl even said, she said, I'm not saying her storyline is a lie. She said we all didn't came across no good ninjas, but she's saying she definitely incorporated some of my story into hers. So we'll see. We're gonna definitely check into it, baby. I'm going to definitely check into it. You welcome, Christina. Miss Diggs said, I just saved her series to watch. Well, y'all, listen, y'all, we here then, baby. We here. We own it together, y'all. Definitely narcissistic behavior, Miss Lisa. Nikki said, I believe her, but I think it's still a lie and a truth. It just was, y'all, why y'all doing this to me? It just was like too good. I still can't get over. I feel like, okay, even in the most traumatic situations, y'all, like I done been through some stuff. And I feel like my storyline, because I have DV involved in my situation. I feel like her story ain't got nothing on mine, baby. Cause I was with my ex for 11 years. So her story ain't got nothing on mine. But I can't even remember everything from 11 years. So it's like, even though her time span is what, 4 years, because I think she got with him in 2020 if I'm not mistaken. And well, it's not 4, it'll be 2 then, because she got with him in 2020 and they divorced in 20, was it 2022, y'all, or 23, something like that. But she just know detail for detail. That was weird to me. Maybe she went back and listened to her audiobooks first before she told, I don't know. That's crazy. Just even doing audiobooks in a relationship is crazy to me. It's giving they both crazy. It's giving they both a little cuckoo. But it ain't, I ain't saying her story is a lie though. I ain't saying it's a lie. I'm just saying it was like, dang, this is definitely movie worthy. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that to where you got people going on her page. Like when I say she did her big one, because I was looking at them comments on her TikTok and people was like, I come to your page every day just to see if you posted a new something, or I did rewatch the series. Like it ain't even that serious, y'all. It is not that serious. But, once people get hooked on something, baby, because like I said, she got a hell of a story on her hands. I'm shocked ain't nobody reached out to her yet to turn it into a real series. Because it is very interesting. Tanya says, I can't even lie. This last 2 years have shown me how far people will go for a check. Not saying I don't believe her, but I don't know anyone who knows that much detail about a time frame. That's what got me. It was like, especially if you've been through something traumatic, your mind, once you get to a certain point, even in healing, your mind is going to make you forget. Well, you're going to make your mind forget certain things because you don't want to relive it, even though she wasn't involved in nothing like DV or anything like that. It's just, it was too well put together. Like it just was weird. And that's why I say I'm not saying that she was lying, but she could have exaggerated certain things, definitely, to make it more interesting. And that's not fact, y'all. That's just my opinion. You know. Just my opinion. Scorpio Goddess Latte said, I believe the mom had already told her he wasn't the real deal, but she didn't want to seem like a failure. I would do that too because I wouldn't want to her. I told you so. Yeah, exactly. We've all been there. We've all been there where we didn't want to tell our mom something because, we didn't want her to be disappointed or just in that situation. We've all been there. But her mom definitely told her something wasn't right. And that's probably why she didn't tell her mom later on. Because her mom said she didn't have a good feeling when she stayed at their house that time. She said something was off. Miss Lisa said the ex-wife took care of him. Oh, I didn't hear that part. I didn't hear when she said that, Miss Lisa. I watched the ex-wife too, but I just don't remember her saying she had took care of him. Nikki say him. Risa thought she wasn't a carnival. Shaking my head. Christina says she ignored the red flags and God was like, let me show you again. Boom. Exactly. The first red flag, y'all, was her tire. That was the first red flag. And the second one was her losing that baby. And I hate to say it, but a lot of time, God, I always stress this, y'all, because my oldest sister had a miscarriage. And I said, God makes no mistakes. Everything happens for a reason. You might question it or feel a certain type of way about it, but just know that, especially when you live your life the right way, He is not punishing you by doing certain things. Everything happens for a reason. And it was meant for that girl not to have a baby with that man. Cause think about it. Once she really got sick of his ish, and she was disgusted by him to where she didn't even want to be around him. So imagine if she would have had a baby with him, she wouldn't have been able to avoid him. She would have been stuck with him. Freddie says she knew he was on two dating sites and both matched. Liar from start. And that's another thing she said, y'all. She was like, that's another red flag. That was another red flag for me. The fact that he was on two different dating sites under a nickname, and under his nickname on one and his real name on the other one. So he must have been under Jerome on one and Rome on the other one. And she said we matched on both sites. She said that was a red flag. So it's like you ignored all of them. And one thing about God, and if you a praying woman and you a believer, He's going to give you what you asking for, even if it's a sign. But you can't ask him for a sign, then ignore it. That's not how it works. You cannot ask, because I used to do that all the time, y'all. When I was in my bad situation, my DV situation, I used to always pray and ask God for signs. And He'll put them in my lap, and I ignore it. Ignored until He started making it so unbearable for me to where He was like, okay, now you asking for this, and you ignoring it. He started making me uncomfortable to where I had to get up out that situation. Miss Lisa said there are a lot of smart educated women do have low self. Oh, facts. Listen, y'all, it's beautiful women who got low self-esteem. Because just because we might think somebody is beautiful, that don't mean they feel like they're beautiful. A lot of pretty girls have low self-esteem. A lot of women who go get all these cosmetic surgeries have low self-esteem. We might think they the baddest walking, but their self-esteem might be low, like extremely low. I know a lot of girls like that. And why, I don't understand, but it's just something that they have to deal with within themselves. Lady Bird also about how she got HIV. Ooh, what? Who is Lady Bird? I'm gonna have to go see y'all. Let me know what y'all want me to go watch so we can review it. But I definitely want to do that, y'all. So let me know, because we can set up the first one. We can do the part one where let's see what we want to call it. Exposure of the exes, maybe. Or I could title it I Have a Story to Tell. I could title the next one I Have a Story to Tell Part 1. And we turn my lives into a series, right? And we can do it where I allow one or two ladies to come up on each live. And let's say if your story is pretty long, because y'all know I don't do no long lives no more. I'm about to soon jump because I gotta get my babies ready for school tomorrow and all of that. But we can do it to where one, like I say, one or two, more likely one, come up and tell their story, about a situation with an ex and how everything happened or whatever, and then we go from there. We turn it into a playlist or a series. Y'all want to do that? Cause let me know, and I'll do the first one. What tomorrow is Friday? Maybe tomorrow we can do the first one, either tomorrow or Saturday. I'ma see. But if y'all interested, let me know. And if y'all want to be one of the first ones, just put it in the comments so I could be prepared. And I'll know, we'll say who gonna be the first one. Her name is Danny. Latte said I heard about hers once she found resuscitation. was getting motion, but they did say she have witnesses that verify her story is definitely true. Listen, the girl that I was just talking about, her name is Eldrika, and like I said, she does have a series. I can't take away from the fact that she does have a series. It has been out before, Risa Tessa. And I did see some people saying, "Oh, she just mad because Risa Tessa is story is doing millions and hers did thousands." Well, maybe that could be the case, but it doesn't take away from the fact that she did put out a series first. And that's why I say I'm gonna go watch it, because I always like to see things for myself. I'm gonna go watch it, and if I feel like it's some similarities, I'm gonna let y'all know. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it a buck. Hey, little mama. Baby, love your life. Thank you, Rebecca. Maybe Larry and Legion are the same person. No, Larry is a white guy. He's a white guy, y'all. She stated she did voice journaling. Lupac, you should have been a lawyer. I should have, and it's actually what I wanted to do, but I didn't want to be in school that long. I'm trying to get my oldest son to be a lawyer, like his godfather, but he like, mama, you can't pick my profession. Tay says that was her journaling, but she's just choosing to speak instead of writing. I write in my journal, but got me thinking I should be doing. No, she was doing audiobooks, Tay. She said she was doing a bunch of audiobooks. And that's why I say it's possible she could have went back and listened to her audiobooks. Because she said she did an audiobook every day on their situation. Cancer 66 say, I always respect your opinion, Lupac. You give your thoughts and never bash anybody when you give it. And exactly, and I'm not. I might not agree with somebody, but I ain't going to bash them just because I don't agree with them. Like, that's crazy. I didn't do that with Bree. I didn't agree with her behavior, and I rebutted her videos with her videos. Christina said, yeah, that's what made me believe it, because she was too detailed about the whole situation and the amount of time she had to come up. It wasn't enough time to break it down like she did. Your subconscious won't allow you to remember certain things to protect yourself. Exactly. Yep. Especially if it's real, real traumatic. Especially, baby. Open Book said, I think what made this story more noticeable is the title and the fact that it was broken into 51 parts. After listening to one part, it prompted you to want to watch the next part. Exactly. It was perfectly made because you had no choice but to go to the next one, because it's like she gave cliffhangers. And that's why I say it's good enough to be made into an actual series for TV, because the way it gave a cliffhanger, it reminds me of Tyler Perry stuff. So if you notice on Tyler Perry series, y'all, every episode has a cliffhanger, and it makes you want to go watch the next one. Like, because you're going to want to see what happens next. That's why he do his stuff like that. He always makes sure every episode has a cliffhanger. Miss White say, look, the fact she was moving raw and ended up pregnant in a matter of weeks speaks volumes. Ooh, I forgot about that, Miss White. Facts. She got pregnant for that stranger fast, y'all. Let's not forget that. Y'all gotta look at, even though sometimes we sympathize with people because it's relative to what we've been through, you still gotta look at all the facts. You gotta look at everything. Even though we want, in our minds, we want to make certain people victims because of what we've been through and because we can relate, but you still got to look at all the facts. And that's why I said I'm 50-50 with her situation. Not saying I don't believe her, because I believe her story 100%. But when it comes to sympathizing with her, that's where I'm 50-50, because I feel like even when she once she admitted and acknowledged that she knew he was lying, she broke down how she knew he was lying, who she called to validate the lies, and all of that. She even broke down the fact that she saw the red flags and ignored them, why she ignored them. So it's like it's hard to sympathize with somebody who's acknowledging all of that and breaking down all of that. Hey, Christmas. Christina said that name Jerome was the biggest red flag. They match on both sites, so at least he was consistent with his answers. Oh, what? For real? Baby, he was hitting them dating sites up. They was looking at that man pictures talking about, I don't know if y'all seen, but he had like all kind of white bumps and whatever in his face, and people was like, I'm glad I never seen his picture before I did the series. They said if I'd have seen how he looked before the series, I probably wouldn't have watched it, because they thinking Legion is this tall, dark, handsome, sexy model type man. But then when they see him and they like, girl, you was going crazy over that? Or you was like, listen. That's why I say it had to be the money, baby, because it definitely wasn't nothing else. Because he was not a looker. The lady who got HIV from her husband, but he lied about his status. Did she pass? Are y'all talking about the one that was on trial? Or is this another situation? Because I know they got a man that's in jail that just, I don't know if he was just on trial for passing it to multiple women. One being his wife, and she passed. And his lawyer was trying to get him out, and he had a whole nother woman child to go live with if he got out on bond. I said, oh Lord. Rich Talks Media say, sis, I just went and watched the first 5 minutes of Surviving Lion Larry, and I see why it didn't go viral. They now don't get me wrong, they did say it's ratchet. They they did say in the comments that it was ratchet. They didn't say it wasn't. You could tell by the girl's picture it's ratchet. Now, mind you, she didn't go, like, she didn't get millions of views, but she definitely, I seen some was like 30,000 views, 50,000 views. So she got a good bit of views. She just didn't get up there like Risa. And if Risa, listen, if Risa would have posted her stuff, she still got time. Well, I don't know, it might be a little too late because there's so many people screen recording her clips and posting it. People probably wouldn't even go rewatch it, but they might, you never know. But she should have, when she streamed it on YouTube, she should have hit you. I mean, when she streamed on TikTok, she should have hit YouTube too, baby, because that's where she would have made the money. Imagine her posting her series to YouTube, and you know, when I look on her TikTok, each video was garnishing between 1 to 15 million views per 10-minute video. So imagine the money that girl would have made, y'all. Because just her posting the first one, that's the one that went viral, the first one. So just her posting that would have got her monetized, because you only need 1,000 viewers, 1,000 subscribers, and 4,000 watch hours to get monetized. That girl would have made so much money off of YouTube, off of those clips, 50 parts. Child, if she don't do it now, she crazy. Because she can still do it. She still got time. She still got time. Thank you, Christina. She said, yes, we rocking with you until the wheels fall off. Love you guys. Y'all know people like drama, baby. But I love y'all. She can see, yup, she still can do it, Fave. She still can. They told her to come to YouTube. I seen it. I seen a lot of people in her comments telling her to come to YouTube. She better not wait too long, though. See, I feel like she should have did it around the same time. Because, mind you, her series came out around Valentine's Day. So, it's so many, like, if you type it in on YouTube, it's so many big YouTubers who are ready to stream her stuff. like then posted it. But being that she's the original poster, she gonna still get a lot of views because people might even think that it's something different. So just that name, she gonna still garnish a lot of views. Miss White said, "Have you seen the screenshots of Legion being in the Facebook groups?" I seen that. Lord, they say after Risa went through that phone and saw that group, she wanted out. I definitely. Listen, just the fact. Like, I hope she went to the doctor, cause baby, when she said he was losing weight drastically and she didn't know the reason why, and she didn't think it was just because of his leg, I was like, girl. And then you finding him talking and getting prices from Peas in his phone. Red flag. Like, ain't no way. Now you putting my life in D. Oh no. And she gave him that nickname, Legion. She said. She gave him that nickname. Because if you notice, the other women didn't even know. They was like, well, they're calling him Legion. But Jerome, aka Jerome. But yep, so the next one, y'all, if y'all want to do that one, well, okay, do y'all want to do the one I just said, the live where I let one or two come up and tell their story? What did I say I was gonna call it? Something. I forgot the name. I'll figure out a name. Or do y'all want to do the next live on Wendy Williams' situation? Because I still got to finish that. I got to watch the last 2 episodes. Because I think it's only 4. I watched the first 2 yesterday. Let me know because I'm about to jump, y'all. Rich say yes. And the screenshots of the fake documents of the offshore bank statement and Chase letter. Like, girl. She allowed him to. My thing is, well, I can't say she just allowed because she was doing a lot of verifying behind his back, but she just allowed him to play in her face like that. I can't do that. I can't fake it with nobody. I'm sorry. That's what I said, Miss Lisa. I just said the P's. I didn't want to say the full name because YouTube be tripping. You gotta go watch it. I tell you, you gotta go watch Wendy. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It's hard watching Wendy's story because, listen, the way my attitude set up, ain't nobody finna talk to me that kind of way. I'm sorry. I don't care what condition you got going on, cause I feel like my grandmother has dementia, and she don't talk to people like that. It's no excuse for Wendy with the conditions that they saying she have dementia. What else? Thyroid problems and lymphedema or something like that. None of that warrants her having that type of attitude with her people. Like I said, I know plenty of people. My grandfather had dementia before he passed. My grandmother has it now, and they don't talk to nobody like that. I could not do it. I could not do it. When she told that girl, she was like, she got angry with her because the girl, she had the girl helping her pull clothes out of her closet to sell, and the girl said something. It wasn't even nothing bad, and she was like, just go downstairs, go order something to eat so you can get fatter. I said, what? Oh, yeah, Graves. Yep. I couldn't do it, y'all. I couldn't do it. Like, I feel like that does not warrant. I think it's the alcohol, though. It gotta be the alcohol that's causing her to spaz on people like that. But we'll get into that on the next one. I gotta finish watching it. But I love y'all. I don't know if it'll be, the next live will be tomorrow or Saturday. I'm not sure yet. But y'all know a lot of times I'll pop up and do a little impromptu live or whatever. So don't be surprised if I don't jump on a little vibe live tomorrow since it's Friday. I don't go nowhere on the weekends like talking about. So, but thank y'all for tuning in on the Who the Did I Marry? But I know a lot of people gonna probably watch it afterwards because we didn't have a whole bunch of people in here. But y'all let me know in the comments if y'all want to do the one about telling your story about your ex, or Wendy Williams next, and we'll go We'll go like that, whichever one y'all choose. And I also want to talk on the whole P. Diddy situation because there's more tea coming out about that, baby. Love you too, Miss Diggs. But I love y'all. I got to call my baby back because he didn't call me before he go to sleep. You know, he got to hear me. He got to hear my voice before he go to bed. Love you guys. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good night.